Hi, everyone, and welcome to Killingly High School. My name is Lindsay Colligan. I'm the lead counselor for the high school, and I'm happy to give you a little bit of an introduction to the high school. And specifically, this video is meant to kind of help you make some course selections for your student next year. We do quite a bit of work with our returning students regarding course requests and scheduling. For transfer students, it's a similar but a little bit different process. So I want to make a video for our transfer students, specifically transferring into grades 10, 11, and 12. And in some cases, for ninth graders, this would be applicable as well. So first of all, I just wanted to mention that Killingly High School has a wide variety of offerings of courses, including 29 career pathways. So there are many, many different things for students to explore. Right now, we're on the Killingly High School web page at the moment. And if you go to the high school specifically, which can be found in the schools drop down tab, where my arrow is at the moment, you just choose the high school, and then you can check out the career pathways in the departments area to go under Career Center. So if you want to check out those, you can go to the Career Center. And then also I wanted to direct you to the school counseling page, also under departments. And here you can find quite a bit of helpful information, including our program of studies, which will likely be sent as a link to you from Mrs. Loomis or Mrs. Miller in the school counseling office. They might send a link to the program of studies to you, but in case you're looking to find it where it lives, it's right here on the school counseling page. So we're going to open this up and work within this within a few minutes. So for students who are transferring into the high school, we gather as much information about them as possible when preparing a schedule or before preparing a schedule, really. The most important thing that we gather is any historical grades they have. So this is any grades that they have for past work in high school at any previous schools. So that's one of the most important pieces of information that we get, and also really that we need before we are able to schedule a student, because we need to make sure that we're choosing the right courses for them, getting them the graduation requirements that they need, and avoiding scheduling them for things that they've already taken. So, and also knowing how many credits they have towards graduation. Graduation is based on attainment of credits. We have some classes that require 24 credits, but most of our students now are on the new plan of 25 credits for graduation, which if you are interested in learning more, and I would encourage you to learn more about our graduation requirements, those are found in the program of studies, just a couple of pages in. So for the class of 2022, they require 24 credits within specific areas listed there. And then for the class of 2023 and beyond, they require a different set, similar but different set of graduation requirements with a total of 25 credits. So please do take some time to review this list and understand what the requirements are. So we do want to have a copy of your students' historical grades, their transcript grades, report cards, etc., from their old school. And then we will use that along with any input that we receive from you and your student to choose core subject courses. Now, I'm going to use as an example our worksheet for a student who's entering grade 10, but you will receive one via email, likely from Mrs. Loomis or Mrs. Miller, for the appropriate grade level for your student. So students do take 7 credits at Killingly High School each year. We try to get requests from them that are for any required courses, core subjects, math, English, science, social studies, the things you would kind of expect to see on any schedule. And then we're looking for input regarding elective choices. So we'll start with our required courses. Students do need an English every year of high school. They need to pass English each year. Again, this is a grade 10 sheet. So we would expect that any sophomore with us would be taking an English each year. There are a few different levels to choose from, so we would like input from you and your student regarding what level you think is appropriate. Now, if you're not sure what these levels mean or what the differences are, then I would say please reference the program of studies. So if we come back here and we can find the English department, link right to the English department, and then scroll on through, find the different English 2 levels, and see what might be the most appropriate. So between student and parent preferences and then what the historical grades indicate, we make decisions regarding English placement, math placement, social studies placement, and science placement. Moving on, we do have phys ed and health and computer literacy requirements for graduation. So depending on what your student is transferring in with for credits in those areas, we would schedule them for what they needed for those 2 items. And then very quickly, we would be down in the elective and alternate elective courses area. So as mentioned on the worksheet, students must select 7 total credits per year of required and elective courses, plus at least 3 alternate elective options. Basically, we want to know what your student is interested in for electives, and we want to try to get them their top choices. But we do want to have some backup options if there's a hole in the schedule and we can't get them one of their top choices. What are some other options that they would be open to? And figuring that out would really come from the program of studies. Now, if your student is entering grade 9, you would have been provided with this electives worksheet. And this just helps with our incoming grade 9 students because they are more limited in terms of their elective choices. So we do have this sheet for you that kind of takes the whole program of studies and then distills it down to a list of electives that are open to grade 9. Okay. We don't do that for grades 10, 11, and 12 because there are many more electives that are open to those grades. We just do it to kind of help our incoming 9th grade students. So for our incoming 9th graders, you should have received a copy of this. If you didn't, feel free to ask us and we will send it to you. But then for pretty much everyone else, you're using the program of studies to find areas of interest. So coming back over to that program of studies, if we scroll to the front here, I should have said return to the front. Okay, let's see here. Let me just take a shortcut, return to table of contents. Again, as I mentioned, looking at the career pathways could give some great ideas for electives choices, so I highly recommend exploring some of those options, checking out the videos on the Career Center webpage and all the resources there. But then you could also look at the program of studies, table of contents, and just click through to areas of interest. So let's say your student is interested in art classes, click on that art department. You can get a glimpse of what the different courses are that are offered, as well as which grades they are open to. That's really important to know. And then from here, you can just explore the different options and check out, all right, so what happens in art exploration? And then read through the description. Make sure you're checking out how much credit it's worth, if there are any prerequisites. In this case, there are none. Prerequisite for students who may not know just means something required beforehand, another course that's required before you can take this one. In this case, there are no prerequisites. So you want to start kind of gathering a list of courses that you find here in this online book and start jotting them down on your worksheet. So if I was interested in art exploration, I can jot that down, and that's worth a 0.5 credit. Now I'm going to start thinking of other things that I want to take. And basically, I need to know that, let's see, if I'm taking my math, English, science, and social studies for 4 credits, because each of these is worth 1, then I probably will need computer literacy and maybe one of my PE credits. That's a fifth credit. I know I need to find at least 2.0 credits worth of electives for this area, and then I need to provide some alternate elective courses in case my top choices aren't available. I can have some alternate things for my school counselor at Killingly to try to fit into my schedule. So basically, that's what we're looking for you and your student, or parents and students, to do is go through this worksheet, give us your feedback regarding core courses, but then most importantly, give us some input regarding what types of electives you are interested in, and that's specific elective areas. But then we would kind of take from that, like let's say if a student is interested in art exploration and photography, and maybe if one of those courses doesn't fit, I could look at other art courses that the student might be interested in. So basically, we're just trying to get you the best possible schedule that we can, but we really need input from you because we haven't had a chance to get to know you yet. So hopefully this video kind of helps explain a bit about our process. Again, you should receive these materials from our administrative assistants here in school counseling. If there's something that you feel that you're missing, definitely reach out to us. But if you have this worksheet and you're reading through our program of studies and paying attention to all the information that's provided there, it should be a fairly easy process for you to finish filling in these blanks here, these elective course areas, and then send that back to us as soon as you possibly can, because the closer we get towards the beginning of a school year, the harder it is to get you the courses that you want. So really, time is of the essence. I hope you found this video helpful, and please feel free to reach out to us in school counseling with any questions. Thanks.